If you want your YouTube channel to continue growing and you're actually getting fairly big right now, there's one thing you absolutely have to avoid doing if you want to avoid watching all your subs and your views disappear overnight. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I actually have a separate channel. It's called Nihongo Gamer, and that is actually my main channel. It's the main channel that I've been doing this whole time, but I'm now spreading out into all my separate channels. What I noticed with Nihongo Gamer was that there was one specific point when the views and the subs completely plateaued. It's still growing, but at a very much slower rate than it used to. And as much as I hate to admit it, there's one thing that actually makes the Nihongo Gamer channel succeed, and it's giving people what they actually want to see. Now, this is a completely new channel that I'm starting here, but what I'm going to use as my case study today is the main channel, Nihongo Gamer. I started that channel in, I think, 2013, or it might have been 2012. And so it's been going for almost 10 years now, right? Or maybe it's actually hit 10 years. It's a long time running this YouTube channel. And the subscription number is roughly 200 and almost 270,000 subscribers right now. The thing is, I actually got to something like 240 or 250,000 subscribers. That was like years ago, like a year or two ago. So in terms of actual growth, my channel started, like any channel, quite slowly. And then I had one breakout video, which kind of went viral, had like 1 million views. And I think now it's probably like 1.9, almost 2 million views. And that actually shot the channel to success. That viral video was a PS TV console, which you couldn't get in the West at the time. Then I started making 3DS videos after that, PlayStation Vita videos after that. When I started covering the Nintendo Switch, I started to branch out the channel to drawing and also fighting games. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you shouldn't cover fighting games on your channel, because that's what's going to tank it. What tanked the channel is only covering things that I wanted to make videos about. Now, of course, it's really important that you make the videos that you want to make. Otherwise, you're not going to be passionate enough to actually put the effort in to shoot them, edit them, plan them, and actually, be happy and jovial in front of the camera when you're making the videos. But what really happened with Nihongo Gamer is that I felt like I could put anything I wanted on that main channel. I actually had a vlog channel for other stuff, but when I wanted a video to get views, I would put it on Nihongo Gamer. On my vlog channel, which was not as big, but it was starting to grow, I had things like, oh, here's a new pair of shoes that I bought. Here's a guitar that I bought. Here's something that I'm drawing on my iPad. It really was just other stuff that didn't seem to fit on the channel. But after a while, I just kind of gave up with the vlog channel and I started putting everything on the Nihongo Gamer channel. So in a way, for a little while, it was a vlogging, like my main channel it started to become a vlogging channel, and people wanted to see that. It's a channel about consoles and video game stuff happening in Japan. And when I started to vlog in Japan, people actually got more of the Japan aspect. And also I was continuing to play games. But the pandemic happened, and also I just didn't really want to be a vlogger because it's stressful, just showing everyone everything that happens in your life every single day. And it's just like, you don't really feel like you have a personal life anymore. It's just everything that happens to you is everyone else's business. Now, fighting games has actually become an important part of the main channel, but really it is still gear review that gets the views. If I were making a talk video like I'm making right now, I would often make coffee and then drink it while talking about a subject. And those videos got moderate views, and people really wanted to see more of them. I say people, it's one of the most frequent requests that I get on the main channel is like, please make another talking and coffee video. And so to me as a creator, I'm like, okay, so this is what people want to see. They're actually asking for it specifically. But the truth is, every time I made a coffee video, it didn't actually get views anywhere near the same numbers as the gear reviews and unboxings that I would make. I would say like 2 or 3 years ago, I was making at least like 50,000 new subs every year, or maybe 100,000 new. So it was making a large number of subscribers really fast. That pace absolutely disappeared. And I think that by feeding people too much stuff that they weren't asking for. Like I made it all about drawing tablets for a little while, and then after that started showing them fighting games. And I think all the people who signed up for drawing tablets were like, this isn't what I want to see. And so they just don't click on the thumbnails, and that's how the YouTube algorithm works now. And then they don't get shown any of the new videos that come out. And the thing is, in the comments, just like the comments for the while I'm making coffee videos, people are always just like, yeah, show me more of this. Oh, I'm so glad that you do so many different kinds of things. And I was like, oh, this is great. That's what my channel is. I just do all sorts of stuff. But what happens is the people who like seeing all sorts of stuff are the minority. There's many, many fewer of those people. But because they keep clicking on the videos, those are the ones who are watching it. And those are the only voices that I would hear. So it's my own little echo chamber. But the problem is, in my echo chamber, I'm not just listening to people who like my channel. I'm listening to a small minority of people who like anything that I put on the channel. Whereas the majority of the people is like people who liked drawing tablets, but then they went away. They didn't unsubscribe. They're still there, but they don't click on the videos when they see the thumbnail. And that click rate, there's like a percentage. That's really important for YouTube to find out whether your video is what people want to see or not. So after drawing tablets, moved over to fighting games, and then clips from my live stream, which is on a completely different platform. That's from Twitch. I feel like the one major thing that I added to the channel, which really broke the camel's back, I think that's the phrase, is playing a huge amount of this one video game called Under Night in Birth. Now again, I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't make videos about fighting games or that you shouldn't make videos about Under Night in Birth, but Under Night in Birth was my one very specific decision to cover a topic that I know people are not interested in. Under Night in Birth was something that I specifically knew that not that many people, like very, very, very few people on Earth are interested in this fighting game. Like even the biggest tournament that is run around the world for Under Night in Birth, I think the number of entrants was like 200 people. The main decision that I feel like caused things to go wrong was to put content on there because I liked it and I wanted people to know about Under Night in Birth. And so really, it wasn't the game that was the problem. It's that I wanted to use the YouTube channel as a megaphone. I wasn't using the YouTube channel as like a shop where people came, bought the stuff that they wanted, and then I just gave them more of the stuff that they wanted. I was using it as my personal megaphone. And to be honest, that's how YouTube started, but it's definitely not like that anymore. YouTube is the new TV. You know, TV's gone. Like people still watch TV, but most of what you can watch on TV is on streaming services as well. And YouTube, I definitely watch way more YouTube than I watch of traditional TV produced by companies and production actors and just general normal TV. I used the channel to upload certain video games because I wanted more people to see that game. So I was using my platform so that I could disseminate specific messages or whatever. Whereas that's not how the channel started, and that's definitely not how it got its momentum. It's not like I'm some sort of political speaker, and now that I've accrued 600,000 subscribers, now I'm just going to also tell them my special political message, and you're all listening because you're following me for other reasons. Basically, the bait and switch is a bad idea when it comes to your YouTube channel. The reason I did it wasn't 100% because I was like, yeah, I can do whatever I want, just show people the things that I want to get more views. I think more people should know about this game, so I'm going to put it on my main channel and give it a platform. It was that people were telling me, do what you want. And I would ask in the comments, I would ask on live streams, and I would ask on Twitter, and I would ask friends, and people don't know what's best for you. And so the only real thing that people can say that's supportive is you do you. Do what makes you happy. Cover the topics that you enjoy. It's all very supportive, but when you're running a channel, you've definitely got to think of it more as like a shop. Like the thing is with YouTube, you don't pay rent to have a channel. If it doesn't, if you don't do anything with it, it doesn't cost you money per month just for it to exist. But if you ran a shop, you would have to pay rent. You would have to pay bills. And if you start to sell people crap that they don't want because you want them to have it, you just wouldn't get away with it because you'd run out of money and you'd have to close down the shop because paying rent and bills. But on YouTube, it's easy to like think that, oh, well, it's just maybe I've got the strategy wrong, maybe I'm selling it wrong. But it's like, if you are a shop that sells pots and pans and then one day you start selling gift cards, people are going to walk into the shop like, oh, I suppose it's kind of convenient. I can buy both here. But the main thing they're thinking is, I just need to buy pots and pans and you're just wasting my space with these gift cards. And now the pots and pans that I want are at the back of the shop when really I might just go to a DIY home base style shop where I can buy actual pots and pans and they have a larger selection. And I'm not confused by all this crap that you're selling. Now YouTube doesn't really know who my audience is because I brought in people who draw, because I brought in people who are interested in controllers, because I brought people in who are interested in handhelds, because I brought in people who are interested in fighting games, and also now that I've brought in people who are just interested in talk videos and chatting and coffee. Poor YouTube actually has no idea who to serve my thumbnails to, as I've got to build it up slowly. The moral of the story is, and it's very, very simple, don't give people something that they don't want. And to go deeper, the way that you make sure that you're not giving people stuff that they don't want is to not use your channel as a platform. There are some moments when it's probably worthwhile using your voice, using your platform as a megaphone. If it's like a one-off, and you say, recently I've seen that this sort of thing is happening and just want to say, I don't like the look of it, then I think that's absolutely fine. What I'm talking about is using your channel consistently to shill products or services that people didn't ask for. And with Under Night in Birth, if I had made like one video talking about, hey, have you guys seen this really cool game? I'm really enjoying it. Then it's like the channel's all about fun, exciting games that Nihongo Gamer has seen lately. When I made Under Night in Birth videos, every week for about 3 months, I was just covering Under Night because I was streaming the game, basically. I was making highlight videos. When I looked at my channel, I was like, I could use this channel to make more people enjoy this game and learn more about Under Night in Birth. But I think that was a mistake. And if you have a YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you learn from my mistake. Don't use your channel as a platform to give people stuff that you want them to see. Give people stuff that they want to see and cover the stuff that lines up with your interests. So if it's something you're interested in and it's something that people want to see, that's the video you need to make. And there's hundreds of thousands of videos that you can make on those topics. Don't just like do what I did, which is completely cut off the previous content and move on to this other completely random content, because it feels really powerful when you do it. Like, I can make people watch anything I want them to watch. For a little while it will work because the YouTube algorithm needs some time to figure out if this is just a one-off for you, but then eventually it'll pick up, like, and more recently it's very, very fast. Like, it will know that people are not clicking on this thumbnail. And I'm not against it. I think it makes sense. I think you should make content that people want to see. And once you've got an audience, once you've got customers, once you've got fans, once you've got people who like your shop, give them more of what they actually want to see. And if you actually were interested in it, in that topic to start with, shouldn't be difficult to continue making videos on that topic. That's all I really wanted to cover today. This is the first video for this new channel, which doesn't even have a name right now. I'm still thinking of a good name, but it's going to be talk videos, things from my experience, just topics that maybe other people aren't covering, or topics that people are covering, but I feel like I enjoy going into depth on various topics and talking about them on a video game channel where I review Nintendo Switch controllers makes absolutely no sense, which is kind of why this is the perfect topic for the first video of this new channel. So be sure that you're subscribed here. Comment if you agree or disagree even. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click the like button. That's all for now. I guess I just need to get myself to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So watch the video twice if you can. I'll see you all in the next video.